Right, okay, in the last video I showed on the cross-halving joint, we drew it in two parts. So we drew the vertical part, the horizontal part, and then we made an assembly. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and model the cross-halving joint. So what we want to do is we want to create Part Studio, and I'm going to model this all in the one drawing here now. So what I might do here is, there's a number of ways of going about this here, but I'm going to start off by inserting a plane here. So the plane I'm going to insert, I'm going to offset it by 44, and I'm going to offset it from the top plane. So you can see the plane has come in here now for the horizontal part here. So I'm not going to rename it, I'm just going to leave it plane 1 because I know that's where I'm starting from and there's not a lot of drawing in this here. I should probably name it, but I'm going to leave that open. Don't close that because you'll need that open, because now we're going to be sketching on plane 1. So we're sketch, and sketch plane, we'll go plane 1. So you can see it's showing there. I'm going to go normal 2, and just in the way that I've done the other one, I'm going to go with the center rectangle, draw it out. I need to put in a few dimensions here. I'm going to make that 132. I'm going to make this 30. And just to be a wee bit different here, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in the sketch actually, and I'm going to make a corner rectangle here. I'm just going to draw it down. You can see the dotted line comes up there when it's at the halfway mark. And I'll put in a few dimensions here now as well too. So I'm going 44 for here, 44 for this, and I'm going to go from here to here is 44 as well too. I don't want to have it crowding a whole lot of the drawing. Now it's showing too many, there's too many dimensions on here now, so what I'm going to do is, so you hit F to focus it back in. I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to go head up for the scissors here, and I'm going to cut that piece out. Now I'll be able to put in my other dimension there now. I'd say it may grade out, and now I have the outline shape. Oh, and I've done it the wrong way around. Actually, it should be the opposite side. You see, so I'm going to have to go backwards here now in this here. So see, I'll try the undo. I will go undo and undo that there. I could delete that, and I've escaped from it. I'll delete that. Now I need to go back to my corner rectangle. Not thinking correctly here. I'll set that in. Put in my dimension of 44, and put in my dimension here of 44, and I'll take my scissors and I'm just going to hold down the left click and I'll cut over that there. And that's the only part that I want to cut over, and I can put in my dimension here as well too. That's 44, and you see it's grayed out because I've already got enough dimensions in this here. I'm sort of at a loss here as to why maybe it's, I'll go back to normal 2. I probably should have this, that it's lined up towards origin here, I'd say is why it's still not completely black here. And I'll put in the 22. No, I think it must be this here, from here to here. That's 15. Yeah, so it was just missing out in that there. I don't know why. If I delete that, I wonder will it stop. It's still blue, so I'll have to put in that dimension there from here to here, so 22. So now instead of actually drawing the full block, I've just drawn the outline shape of that, and I'm going to extrude that. I'm not going to bother naming that either of the sketch. Well, actually I'll name it, let's see, the horizontal. Just leave it at horizontal, it'll do rightly, and I'll extrude that, and I can rename that there too. Extrude of I'll just put in horizontal. The size that I want to go is 44, and I want to create new, and I want to take that part, and it's drawn it up, and I'm happy with that. So now I have that. The plane I could do without seeing that plane there now, and and I have the right plane which I could actually draw on, and we'll do this a wee bit different here now. So I'm going to draw the vertical part now on the right plane. So I want to go to sketch, I want to pick the plane which is the right plane. I'm going to go N on the keyboard to go normal 2. You see the way the right plane, I could actually drag that out, but I kind of left it a wee bit too late maybe to drag it out. You know what, I'll delete that and I'll go back here, and you see the plane now, I'll just drag it on out. So the wee corner handles. So I need to go back to sketch again. So I'm going to draw on that there. I'll click it, I'll click the right plane. I could take it from the design tree either, it's on the right plane. And I hit the letter N, go normal 2. Might be useful just to have shaded with hidden lines so you can see the center line. And what I'm going to do this time now is I'm going to draw a rectangle. See, I could have done this a wee bit better here. I'm going to draw a rectangle in line with this here. We see now it's not working out too good for me here, because I should have probably drawn it down on the base plane. But what I could do is I could just draw any rectangle here in line with the origin here, and we'll just go with that there. And I'm going to put in this as being 30, and I'm going to put this height as being 132. And you can see it's not lining up with that there, but I can sort that out now. I could put, I could click this line here. See, I'll have to get, actually I'm still in the dimension tool, so escape out of that there. So I could pick my, what you call my relations here from this drop down. Sometimes it'll show up on a horizontal along this here, so I could pick this point and say this point, and I want the two of them to be, no, I can't pick it, but coincident. Let's see, I'll undo that there. I'll put them vertical. If I pick that point and pick that point, and I pick my relation here and I go vertical, it's brought it in line with that now, so it's actually in there. I'll go back to normal 2, and this time I need to take the piece out of the back of it. So again, look, I'll draw a rectangle any size. I'll bring it to the middle though, and I'll escape that. So I'll bring it back out, and I'll take my dimension from here to here, and I'll go 44. I need this to be 44 as well, and I need this depth here to be 15. It is at 15, so you can see it's grayed out. Now what I need is my scissors, and I'll take the scissors from the back side here, and now you can see the lines have gone blue here, so I need to put in another couple of dimensions. So I'll put that to that 44, and I must have from here to the origin 15. Now I'm not really sure why that there isn't. Maybe I need the full dimension. That will go back to the N and F, which will focus it, and I'll give that 30. That's grayed out, and I'll put in an overall dimension here as well too, just to see if that'll sort it out. Yeah, 132. It seems to have done it. So everything's defined there. All these dimensions are in 15. I don't know why I put in 15 twice. I probably could delete that. Yeah, and I've got 30. I don't know I have 30 twice either. I could delete that. No, for some reason that there is just taking it away, right? So escape that, get into my dimension tool again, put in that 30 there. Strange, I don't know why. So I've got that. I could isolate this drawing here and see, I could hide that first part, and what I have when I'm over there, all I done was turn off the eye in it. So look, I can turn it back on again. So that might be less confusing, maybe looking at it like that. And what I want to do now is I want to extrude it. And this time though, I'm going to go symmetrical, and the width of the piece is 44. And I'm going to make it sure that it's new, it won't merge with the other thing. So I've got that part, and I've got the other part. So now I have my two views. I'll just put it back into a shaded view, put it to isometric, can hide those planes as well too. I don't really need the right plane, and don't really need the front plane either, or the top plane. So I've got everything drawn there now. Now there is other ways of doing this here. I can hide the origin as well, and I can put in my colours as well too. I think I'll go for something kind of similar to what I had the last time. Oh, that one. Why is that moving? I'm clicking too many things here. Back on. So we'll see now. Part 1. Go with that colour, and then part 2. Go with that colour. I don't know why it's changed back. Here's part 1. I'll OK that, and then I think maybe it's just that I'm not OKing them. It's not a strong enough difference in it. Yeah, I should have just okayed it. That's all. So bring it back to here, and I can go to my isometric, and now I have my view, and I can do whatever I want with that there, whether I want to show it with the hidden edges, or that's not great to see. It should be hidden edges visible. You can see that they had 2 different joints, and I'll go back to my shaded. So I have that. I don't have it named. I have 2 parts in this here. I'll rename them just so you see how it works. So part 1 is horizontal, and the part 2, rename this here. I have to click out of that, click into this, rename vertical. And I'll take that now, and I want to make an assembly now with that there, and this is much easier than when you have the 2 pieces drawn as one. So I will go into add, I'm going to create assembly. You see it's over here now, and I'm going to insert, and I've got the assembly there. Look, I don't need to, because it's drawn in the Part Studio, I just click it. I click it in, and I'll OK that. And now I have the whole piece together, but I still don't have it, it's still not mated together. I can drag them apart, but the whole lot's in together anyway. And we can go back to our slider mates here and change that to fasten, and just pick the edge and that edge, and that'll fasten together. And now once I'm OK with that there, I don't need a second fastener, I just close that off. Now I can't drag them, the 2 of them are stuck together. They're fastened together. Now they're not fastened in relation to the origin or anything, they're just sitting in space here, but that there is a basic assembly and ready for drawing as well. So Part Studio was where it was all drawn into one part, so I can rename that there. It's a cross halving joint, and I'll put it as model. And that leaves me ready for the drawing part, and I'm going to finish at that there because that video is long enough. Right, this thing. There we go.